Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for January 2022. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Those intuitively guided. I want to thank you all for being here. I always feel like, if you click on the reading, it must be something within your intuition, right? So that tells me there must be some type of message for you, whether it be small or the whole reading. I think for Cancer this month, this month and this year, to be honest, I think you're going to be adventurous. You're going to have that adventurous nature, kind of like the sun's energy. Like literally some of you may be traveling abroad. I feel like this is a year where you're standing out. I know I already cut them. I don't know why I just shuffled them. Anyway, let's get into your reading. Let's start with Mother Mary Oracle. And then we are going to use the Light Seers Tarot for you. Wow. Love. Love. Perfect card for you. Love. Love is the answer to all of my questions. Love is the answer to all my questions. We'll read it at the end. I do that with purpose. I think the words at the end just bring it all home. So, we'll read it at the end. Alright, let's bring in the Light Seers. These are already pre-shuffled, but we'll give them a shuffle with you here. They're hard to shuffle. I'm still trying to break them in. And I've had them, for a couple months now. Alright. We have, okay, well, all right, now we're going to leave them as they are. We have the Knight of Wands is in reverse and was face up, and then we have Justice, which is also in reverse, but it was face down. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Hangman. Right off the bat, I feel like, let me bring this down. Right off the bat, I feel like someone's, maybe hadn't been taken action against. I feel like, energy, I feel like this is old energy of maybe cutting ties with someone. And the reason is, within the Ten of Pentacles, their energy seems to be untrustworthy in the energy. So that energy is supposed to be rooted and truthful and loyalty. That's what the all of that, right? Abundance, that's what it all speaks of. But the Ten of Swords seems to be coming towards it. So, almost like I want to take something from it. So, and maybe they're successful, I don't know. And I'm saying that because I feel like the cutting of those ties may not have happened. The Knight of Wands in reverse normally is someone, she's the go-getter. She's the adventurer. And that is like, that's the energy I feel for you. Interesting, we also have love. Maybe this is someone I love. But nonetheless, it doesn't change the circumstances, right? Maybe I'm cutting ties to something. Maybe I'm cutting ties to, financially. Well, I should. But the hangman kind of... So I feel like, we open the reading with a little bit of inaction. We have the Eight of Wands. That's fast-moving energy. It's a new beginning. Some of you are making that decision of whether to allow yourself a new beginning. Look at this. We have the Seven of Cups under the Seven of Swords. Interesting. It's almost like I'm trying to decide about someone. Maybe whether to help them financially. Because I feel like if I did, I have before. And it doesn't, I don't feel... I don't feel like a change in the situation, so I feel like the change may have to come through you and your action. You know what I mean? It's almost like an energy is someone that you can't control, even if you try, or you try to help, but it just ends up like costing you. Hangman's almost like, wait, stop. Seven of Cups is your card, by the way. I'm having a hard time making a decision because every time I think, okay, well, the cup looks all shiny and new, so I take that one. It turns out to be, one that doesn't work out so well. We have the Page of Pentacles. I feel like this is saying you have to do what's right for you. Do what's right for you. And listen, it doesn't mean, even if it's someone like, like let's say a family member, it doesn't mean, like that I stop loving someone, but I understand if the constant giving isn't part of the problem. Does that make sense? Because I feel like this is what you're learning. All right, let's take 4 more. Justice, card of Libra, by the way. I don't know if I said that. But, she's about balance, right? Well, okay, we're not going to take all those. We'll take what came up. We'll take those too. She's about balance. Like balance within oneself. And when I have balance within myself, I know when to use the sword. I know, what can stay, what's got to go. And it doesn't always mean it's got to go forever. It's like, like someone else choosing to be in the Seven of Swords type of energy, no matter what you do. Actually, it seems like the more you give, the more you feed it. And, wow, look at this. We have the Two of Wands, so I feel like you're making a choice, a decision. Now, it doesn't have to be a person. It can just be a situation that brings this type of energy. But what it's saying is really the control lies in your hands. Being so delicate with the cards. Anyway, we have the Two of Wands. So if nothing else, the Hangman is someone who's seeking wisdom. Give me the wisdom of my next step. Give me the wisdom to know what I should do next. And the Two of Wands is receiving that. We have the Five of Wands. Jeez. Okay, these cards are crazy. We're going to take the High Priestess next because she's the one who's up. That's your intuition. We have the Page of Pentacles. 2 pages, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Some of you, you know, you may be adventurous in love this month, beginning of this month, and then moving forward. But I feel like you're also going to be adventurous in other areas too. You know, the Page of Pentacles is just reminding me of something that I was thinking as I was shuffling your cards. Like, I feel that things are going to, like, subjects are going to call out to you this month moving into the year, that are going to really grab your attention. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, and you want to learn something, right? And you want to learn, and and what's mirroring it is the Ten of Pentacles, and it's creating abundance, it's creating roots, family, all that. We have the Ace of Pentacles with the King of Cups. That can be a Cancer, it can be you, Scorpio, Pisces. And look at this, we have the Knight of Pentacles. How interesting. Especially because they're coming out on their own. First of all, the Ace of Pentacles is some type of help, some type of blessing, some type of gift that comes your way, that comes into your physical world, that gives you the ability to do something. And how interesting, the Knight of Pentacles is following this king, almost leading the king, and with what? With the Pentacles. Right? Like, this knight is just leaving the breadcrumbs, and the king just needs to follow. And it's interesting that he's kind of in a state of meditation, right? His eyes are closed, and maybe this is like, epiphanies. These are how your signs may come this month. It's about an Ace of Pentacles. So this could certainly be some type of epiphany, opportunity, a phone call with a job offer, totally unexpected, and the willingness to follow it. Because you got to, it's like the knight is saying, you got to follow me, though. You got to be able to follow me. So I feel like whatever this inactivity is regarding something that's not easy, but I feel like it's definitely a pattern. I can definitely see that. And it may be like 2 younger energies that are now maturing, and one may not be maturing. Anyway, I feel like this is about you now. This is about you. This 2 of Wands, it's about you. This is about entering a path, the Path of Wands, which is about desire, action. We have the 8 of Wands, what I think about, I bring about. I almost feel like there may be someone where it's just like, I'm never going to win here. I'm never going to win. I'm just never going to win. But yet I keep staying in the game. But I can feel that I'm never going to win. And I feel like there's your answer, right? Maybe there's nothing there to win. Maybe your win lies outside of that, like in this Ace of Pentacles. It feels separate, right, outside of this reading. Let's not forget the 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles are mirroring each other, and the 2 of Wands is mirroring the Page of Pentacles. So something within, the energy of, how do I want to say it, knowledge, and wanting more of it. And I feel like no matter the cost, right? Because maybe this is talking about something that you want to do, and others, tell you no. I feel like you do it anyway, right? If you feel that calling within you. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. We have the Five of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles definitely wanted to be seen. You know, this Four of Pentacles could be like holding on to one's, how do I want to say it? Like, you know, like being resistant to being wrong. I don't know. It's kind of what I feel. But then the Five of Swords comes after that, and this is your energy, right? This is your energy. And you know, it's interesting because I definitely felt the urge to do everybody's readings early. And don't let that bother you. Like, don't be like, well, if it's early, it can't be correct. I'm telling you, time is fluid. At least in my readings, I feel, because I feel like actually use it as a tool. You know, it's giving you an idea of how you can get to where you want to get, but it's also very clear that your guides are will help to guide you. Begins with this single ace. I don't know what I was going to say. Other than, you know, Five of Swords. First of all, 2021. Oh, I was doing your readings early. And I feel like it's because 2021 is the year of change. And maybe not everything has changed that needs to change. And that's what I kind of feel up here, like I'm resistant to it. Even though I know it, I can see it. Um, so that's kind of like the underlying energy. It's almost like a gnawing at you. Ultimately, you decide. However, okay, let's bring in the Tarot Dreams. You know, it's interesting the Mother Mary brings out the energy of love. But then, really, the major messages within this are your pentacles, your creativity, your ability to grow something, being adventurous. You know, to me means saying yes um, to opportunity versus no. Like, I don't let the fear. I don't let fear stop me. Okay. The Emperor. Bum, 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 bum. You know, this could be at work. The Emperor could certainly stand for a boss. It is the card of Aries, by the way. I should mention that. For some of you, maybe you're meant to be the boss. And maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the year. But you got to know that. You got to believe in yourself, like, you know, no doubt. And I think that's why you're entering in the Wands energy, because this is the energy of action. And I feel like your guides are like, you know, we are going to give you this, we're going to give you consistent signs. Just follow them. How do I know if it's a sign? You'll know by your intuition. If it feels right, it is right. If it feels wrong, it's probably wrong. You know, if it feels wrong, take a second, figure out, why does it feel wrong? You know what I mean? It's almost like, you know, you've evolved that much that I feel like you can. Like, I can stop and just take a second and be like, okay, why does this feel wrong? Is it reminding me of something? Anyway, we have the Emperor. Some of you have put off being your own boss. And again, I feel like this is the year that can change. Look at this with the King of Cups again. King of Cups coming over justice. Interesting. You definitely two water signs. We have the Fool. I feel like it's saying like someone's got to make a decision here. of whether to cut ties. Because now we have the Fool. And, I love seeing the Fool over the Seven Swords because I feel like that means that energy will no longer exist in your life. It'll no longer exist. But you got to cut the tie. And then boom, it's like a balloon, right? It's like you're holding a balloon with a string and somebody comes over and cuts the string and the balloon is free. The Fool is adventurous. And I definitely feel that energy within you. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, well, there's the decision. I feel like that's using the logical mind and not a fear-based mind. As I look at things, what will enhance my dreams, maybe my getting to the Ten of Pentacles, like, anything that comes towards me, if it's not gonna, ultimately help me reach this Ten of Pentacles, it may not be for me. And that just doesn't have to be in career. That can be in everything. We have Justice, but interesting enough, she's in reverse again. So, again, card of Libra. But it's the Hangman. Do I do it? Do I do it? Don't I do it? Do I do it? Don't I do it? I feel like the answer is to take a moment and center yourself. And then ask yourself those questions. Is it enhancing my life? Or is it deflating my life? Think of the balloon. We have the Three of Swords. And then we have the Death card. Card of Scorpio, by the way. But I feel like this is the end. It's the end of something. And I'm happy to see it because I feel like it's, the Death card is not just about closing the doors that, certain chapters are over. Not all chapters are meant to continue on, right? Chapter after chapter after chapter in your book. It can certainly be mentioned, but think about it, like, certain things got to go, so certain things can come in, right? Let's say I really want that Ten of Pentacles. I really want that security. I really want that loyalty within my love and my family. I really want abundance. And I don't mean it in an egotistical way, but I want abundance, and why shouldn't you? But there is an energy that seems to keep that from you. And I just don't think you should. I don't know. I feel like there's something that's trying to keep it from you. But ultimately, you hold the power of deciding, enough is enough. Death talks about a rebirth. Like, don't fear closing certain chapters because, the next chapter is better than the last. We already know that just from the Ace of Pentacles to the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like, how do I say goodbye? Sometimes it's not about saying goodbye, but it's about refocusing yourself. Like, let's say something has to stay in your life. Okay, well, I'm going to refocus my energy. And, maybe it's a job I kind of have to stay in. I definitely feel for some of you, this is talking about a job. And I feel like there's just an energy. It's almost like, but But why do I feel like you're allowing it to happen? You know, it's like a vampire comes in, like sucks your blood and leaves you pale, and then is in all this glory for some reason. All right, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. We have the Tower over the Two of Wands. You know, I just feel like some of you know what I'm talking about. Some of you know that there's some energy. It's kind of like sucking your energy, even maybe sucking your money, your ideas, your epiphanies, whatever it is energy that I feel like, you know, especially if it's in a pattern like of something you know, over and over and over, but the results are the same. This is different. This is different. Like, I feel like I've got to close the door to that. I've got to see it and close the door to that, because I feel like the problem is there's no action. You know what I mean? Almost like with the Eight of Wands, you're like, you know, I expect it, therefore it happens, therefore I give it, then I expect it, therefore it happens, and therefore I give it, and therefore I expect it. You know what I mean? And I got to break that chain. I got to break that chain. And I think you do. I think you do, especially with the Death card here and then the Fool above it, and now the Four of Cups in reverse. You know, I feel like the Four of Cups is like whatever you were kind of like daydreaming about. You know, as I was stuck in this time in my life, I was daydreaming about this time. I feel like this is about you going after it. I don't know. I can't help think that maybe some of you, it could be a divorce. Um, and some of you, I feel like it's cutting ties with perhaps your work. Maybe it's already happened and you're starting to move into this energy. It's funny how, like, I feel like your guides made it very clear with these three extra cards: the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Cups, your energy, and the Knight of Pentacles, your guardian angel. And clearly it's just showing how a pentacle comes in, the king receives it, and then more pentacles follow, and the king follows. You know, and where is this Knight of Pentacles taking you? It's taking you to the Ten of Pentacles. How could it not be? But I feel like on that journey, during that journey, the Page of Pentacles is also an important part of that. And that is a time where I'm learning a lot. I'm gaining a lot of wisdom. You know, I feel like it's a very interesting time. And the High Priestess, your intuition is right beside that. So, you know, and then it tells me also, like, whatever you're gaining this year becomes part of your, you know, forever, for eternity. Some of you may have suffered the Tower. You know, maybe you wanted something to work out and it just didn't. It just didn't. And, you know, ultimately, the end comes. I don't like the Three of Swords sitting over the Eight of Wands. What I think about, I bring about, and the Three of Swords is there. It's heartache. I have a lot of tough energy around it, right? I have Justice above it in reverse. So, like, I'm not feeling balanced within this energy. It has you on it. And then below it, the Five of Wands. It's like Am I battling something that I'll just never win? Hangman's like, hang on, you move too fast. The Hangman, I feel like, is you seeing that? We have the Devil in reverse. Card of Capricorn. And then, look at this. Look at this. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Wow. Wow. Okay. This, this puts a whole different twist on it. Well, let's just say another layer upon it. Because the Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Devil is about what tempts you. What tempts you, what makes you feel bound to it, right? And you do up here. You do feel bound to it. You do. And it has to do with the Seven of Swords energy. I mean, there's no way around it. And it has caused this Three of Swords, right? But the world, the divine, your guides are asking for an end of that. And then look at this. I feel like, it's like, okay, I'm going to chase my dream, right? Whatever it is that, during the hard time, like my visions were, that's what I'm going to go after. So maybe some of you are giving the Tower. But nonetheless, look at this. The Seven of Swords no longer has any type of effect in your life. And I felt that. I felt that earlier. Like, this is temporary energy, and I don't feel like it's meant to carry on. Even if it's a person that still has to stay in my life, they don't have the effect. Like, I see them. I see it. And the Fool, I felt that earlier. I really did for you. Adventure, right? Being willing to take the leap. When that Ace comes in, and it will. Am I going to take it? Am I going to accept it? Am I going to nurture it? Am I going to, allow it to grow roots? How interesting, this Ace, look at that, it's growing roots. And it's growing roots to bring you through the Knight of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, which is all about energy that's rooted in time. So, what comes about that is the Two of Pentacles. If I want to know, if this Ace comes in and I'm like, oh, do I accept it? Will it enhance me or will it deflate me? And you know the answer to that. Because, the High Priestess here, it tells me that your intuition is activated. So I feel like you know the answer to that. I don't know, guys. I just feel like this Seven of Swords that at one time, like, held me, bound me, whatever it is, I feel like it's breaking free of your life. And I feel like it has nothing to do, it's almost like that will be then, and now will be now. Because something, right, with this 8, this new beginning, something is heading your way, and whatever heading your way, I don't know. I just feel like what do I feel like? What was I going to say? Well, I mean, we look at the bottom of the deck, the Five of Swords. What am I looking at in that energy? What is it asking us to change in that energy? Well, it's asking us to look at what's toxic to us. What energy is toxic to us? What's our reaction in that toxic energy? Like, look at it all. And ultimately, it's about the changing of that, whether that means that I need to remove myself because I tend to be what that is, you know what I mean, instead of being all that I am. So anyways, the 5, which is 2021, by the way, moving into the 6th year, 2022, which is the year of the lovers, by the way. So, and I don't know that this is so much talking about love, even though we have love from Mother Mary. I think what it's talking about is you and the freeing of you and allowing yourself to like go after during, this is going to talk about like, like 2020 when we were all in the house, right? Because of the pandemic, a lot of people like received epiphanies and have moved upon them. Maybe not in 2020. Maybe this is the year. Think back. Maybe this is year. Anyway, bottom line is I feel like whatever has held you back, whatever has, whatever is, taken from you, I feel like this is about changing courses and what this path, right, the Two of Wands, all that it brings. This is about desire and passion, right, but also action. Here there's non-action. I know I keep going back to that. I think I want to read the Mother Mary card. I changed my cards around. Love. Oh. Love. This card reminds you that feeling loved is your true desire, and this very condition is continuously offered to you by God, Jesus, Mother Mary, and the angels. Surround your current situation and relationships with love, which will loosen the bonds of ego attachments. When you pray for love to heal your situation, God sends angels to your side. Mother Mary counsels you to use only loving words when you speak, think, or write. Avoid pessimistic discussions with yourself or others, as it is essential for you to surround yourself with the highest energy available. By doing so, you will witness miraculous healings, experience new opportunities, and attract wonderful relationships. Well, wow. There you go. There you go. This Knight of Pentacles, again, that feels like he's dropping plenty of pentacles your way, like one after another after another. And let's think about the year 6, where manifestation is a big part of it. The ability to manifest. So think about that. Maybe that's why I'm doing these a little early, so you can jump on that bandwagon, so to speak. Anyway, whatever energy is working against you, I feel like you have the ability to end it. You have the ability to take that away, and you have the ability to have a rebirth in your own life. And I feel like, again, it feels like the things that have bound you, it's almost like 2021, I felt bound to the earth, and now you feel free, like that balloon whose string has been cut, right? I'm flying free in the sky, right? With the wind. That's what you're feeling. That's what you're feeling. So, I feel like, boy, this feels like the difference, what a difference a year can make. What a difference a year can make. I think this is you getting to the Ten of Pentacles. I think many of you, if you like follow the energy, I feel like you will get there. No doubt. If it feels right, then it is right. If it feels wrong, then it is wrong. Or I can take that moment and say, why does it feel wrong? Right? Coming from the wisdom of my experiences. And the High Priestess, that's, to me, it's like your higher self. Like, I've been here, done that. We've done this. Sandy, we've been here before, right? We've had this lesson. You don't need to do this. Feeling that type of energy. So anyways, I feel like I should leave the reading by reminding you the Ace of Pentacles is coming in, and within that energy, and listen, it may be coming through your calm mind, your calm self, you know, however it reaches you, it reaches you. It made me think of a song, However I Reach You. However it reaches you. I don't know. Anyways, and then the energy of your guardian angel, right? Not just one, everybody's. And the epiphanies and the signs and the directions and the ways and the ability to really, I mean, you know, more than you need coming under love. So I feel a lot of you will, you're just going to have different lives. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking. I love you guys. Thank you for keeping me afloat and being here. Thank you for supporting my work through every different direction that you do it. Through your donations means the world to me. Your shares, your comments. I love your comments. You know that. Subscribing, everything. Just thank you. Thank you for being part of. I feel like we're a soul family here, and I feel like more are coming in, you know, as they do. We welcome them. So, anyways, I love you guys. I will see you next time at the table. Bye bye.